here in the Starbucks. I was gonna go to the Buddhist temple. I still might do that, but it started to rain. I tell you, when you want to do something, it's crazy. It's totally crazy. I'm doing 25 for 25 readings. For those of you who are interested, if I have to go over, I'm not charging you 125 either, especially if you're below age 25. We'll just do another 25 until we finish the whole reading. For those of you who are, of course, above 25, it's a full 150 reading. But even you get to pay 25 for 25 as long as I'm running the stream. And 2 hours after I close the stream, you could still call for 25 regardless of your age. Okay? I know that the people are not going to get that, and they're going to call me to clarify. That's just how it is. So do that if you need clarification. Uh, when I speak and say things, I do it in a way where there should not be further clarification. But it happens that way. It's human nature. So I have to prepare for that. In the meantime, I'm going to do a collective reading, like off, quasi, or quasi, whatever you call it. 25 for 25 readings. Okay? Well, not $25 reading. I'm talking about the collective and doing readings for the collective. Usually I do that separately, but listen, if there is no one plugged in to do the 25-25, I'll do the collective read. That way I kill two birds in one stone. But I gotta tell you, I gotta do the tarot with deck. I got the urban tarot, but I'd rather use that as a supplement than to actually lead the spread. You know what I mean? Okay. You guys can also deposit the money on Cash App and let me know who you are, and then I'll do your reading at some point tonight or this afternoon, just in case the line gets crowded for reading. So it's a nice day, but it's raining. You know what? It's so bright, but it's still raining. Isn't it amazing? I find that amazing. Totally amazing. But look at the sun. And the sun beautiful. If you put olive oil and stay in the sun for a good 40 minutes, it will heal whatever is on your skin. Mosquito bites, bed bug bites, Oh yeah, oh yeah. And all kinds of, bites, wasps. I've been bitten by wasps a few times. Very painful, very painful. But you put some garlic on that bitch with olive oil, it will stop the itch and it will heal the skin. Garlic has natural antimicrobial agents. There was a time in history that Hecate was regarded as a sacred goddess, and her because I have to call them bulbs. because there are many of them on the earth. An onion is a bulb belonging to a particular species of plant. And people in the ancient days used to worship garlic. They used to worship it because it has so many pharmaceutical and curative properties that in those days it was a form of magic. So garlic falls under Hecate, the three fates. So when you before you put the garlic on, give a mention. You don't have to worship, especially if you're a Christian, but give a mention to the goddess Hecate, for she is the patron garlic. I mean the patron goddess of garlic. And if you call her name before you put it on, trust me when I tell you that whatever is wrong with your skin will be completely healed. And we're talking about plaque psoriasis, eczema. There are many ways to cure the body. You just gotta find different frames of references, depending on the culture. You know, in the American culture, medicine is what people hold dear. They don't really respect holistic medicine because they don't understand it. But they don't understand conventional medicine either. But they'll hold that as the ultimate sovereignty of medicine. And yet, conventional medicine has gotten their stuff from us, the shamans, the people that work with nature, while nature reveals her secrets. Oh, you know it's true. Mm. I got some rice and beans and chicken, very Puerto Rican, with some taco stuff. But here's the thing. Oh, ain't that delicious? Look at that. Let me show you. Look at that. Half a chicken with yellow rice and beans, very Puerto Rican. Very, very tasty. But here's the thing. I always don't get a spoon. Always. And that happens to me in fast food restaurants. They forget to put the spoon. That Saturn. The little shit. The little shit. So let me get up and get a spoon from Starbucks. Listen. I went to the doctor. I don't know if I told you guys. I don't have bronchitis. I don't have the flu or nothing like that. Guess what it is? Allergies. Now, I was born and raised in New York City. We don't have trees in New York City. We have them in the parks, yes, but not in residential neighborhoods. And if we do, and I grew up in Lower Manhattan, they don't pollinate. Here in Texas, there are trees all over the place. And because I'm not from Texas, when they pollinate, it does affect me. I go into a coughing spasm. Oh my God, I get like almost, it feels like a fever. Uh, oh, it's terrible. And I'm outdoors. This is a different cough from a smoker's cough or bronchial, like pneumonia, bronchitis. It's different. It's like a tickle. It's in your throat. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And when I tell you that there's nothing you can do to get rid of that tickle, and it puts you in a violent spasm to the point where you almost can't breathe. People hear me cough and they swear that I'm a 2-pack smoker a day. And when the doctors did the CAT scan, X-ray, they're like, your lungs are very clear, but if the allergies continue, you're gonna catch infection. And he asked me what I want to do. I said, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I know what herbs to drink and prepare because it's also an attack to the throat chakra. I'm telling you, there are people that are still doing witchcraft against the collective and hard too. Yeah. I feel it. I feel it. These people do not want to give up. They've made a vow. I told you this before in other videos. They made a vow to die themselves while trying to take you down. Made a vow with blood. I hope it's not rude that I'm eating in front of you. But if I'm going to do readings all day and all night, I need to eat to pull my energy. A lot of readers or people in the collective don't realize that this pulls energy from you. That's why I get sleepy. And people call me and I'm asleep. I gotta take breaks. Then go back on the air. And I lost a lot of weight. My doctors are not happy. My waist, 34 pounds, has dropped to now 31. That's too thin. Don't get it twisted. I still rock it. Ain't nobody gonna look better than me at that bunker. Sorry. But it is affecting the strength of the body. If the weight loss continues, I won't be able to go to the gym and work out. So I have to force myself. I have to force myself to eat. But you want to know what's so sad? They're doing spells, fat spells and skinny spells, root chakra spells, and the third chakra. I've never had actually allergies before in my whole entire life. I have it now though. But that's not gonna deter me from doing what I gotta do. hmm I love the green onions. Green onion, like olive oil, is good for the skin. The book that I showed you for you to buy, I can do all kinds of poultice with garlic, with green onion. Especially if I have mosquito bites. You take that, you grind it, put some garlic, olive oil, and it creates a paste. We call that a poultice. You put it on the skin and you cover it with plastic paper, not a gauze, plastic paper, like cellophane, because it absorbs the moisture of the poultice. You'll be cured by morning with no blemish. What does a shaman mean? It means to know. And we know how to jumpstart the body. We listen to our bodies. It talks to you. Learn to listen to your body. Okay. A little water. The more water you drink, the more decongested you become. And it can actually cure the lungs just by drinking water all day. Of course, you can help it along with a shot of whiskey, but then you can't go outside. The lung pores are too open, and whiskey will do that. You don't want to open the lungs, airways, and you're outside, because then if you really get an infection, it goes real deep into the lungs that you can get out and you have to have antibiotics and the whole nine. When you're dealing with the lungs, you have to know what you're doing. Okay, you know what? Don't you move. Let's see what's happening with the collectors and the ops. When I do go off the air, I come back. I'm going to say 25 for 25, part 2, part 3, part 4. Some of you may not want to be read on the air, and that's okay. You know the routine, you know. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Ooh. Okay. I love the heat, but this is too hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream and move somewhere else.